Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michael Carbone. I'm a business and immigration attorney in Staten Island, New York. Today, I want to talk about the USCIS Form I-134 and answer the question, how do I know if I make enough money to financially support my fiance? Now, before I dive into this topic, if you have any questions or you want to start a conversation, please drop a comment below. Otherwise, if you want to set up a formal legal consultation with me, visit us at carboneattorneys.com. We have a button in the top right corner of our website. Click it, fill it out, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So the I-134 Declaration of Financial Support is a major component of the K-1 Fiancé visa process. Now, when it comes down to this form, basically what's going on here is the U.S. citizen petitioner is signing a contract with the U.S. government that they will take care of their fiancé and make sure that they do not become a financial burden to the state, to the government, meaning they won't rely on public benefits, cash assistance, supplemental security income, anything of that nature while they are here in the United States and until they reach 40 qualifying quarters of work or they become a U.S. citizen. Now, as I said, the I-134 is a mandatory component of the K-1 visa process, and essentially your K-1 fiancé will be submitting this form at the time of their interview. So you want to make sure that you gather all the necessary paperwork, fill out the form properly, and have your fiancé submit everything at the time that they show up for their interview at the U.S. Embassy or consulate abroad. So what needs to be included in the I-134 packet? So you want to have the evidence of U.S. citizenship for the U.S. citizen petitioner. You want to include tax returns or tax transcripts for the most recent prior tax year. Now, it may help to include more than just the last year. However, for the purposes of this form at this time, you only need to include the most recent prior year. The U.S. petitioner will also want to include a letter from their employer, basically laying out that they are currently employed, how much they make in a year, and whether their status is a permanent or temporary nature. And lastly, the U.S. citizen petitioner will want to include statements from their banking institutions that basically lay out when the account was opened, how many deposits were made in the last year, and the current balance for each bank account that the U.S. citizen petitioner has. So how does the U.S. petitioner know if they make enough money to financially support their fiancé? So fortunately enough, the U.S. government, in conjunction with the Department of Health and Human Services, has created what are known as the poverty guidelines. So each year the guidelines are put out and they give a breakdown of how much the poverty guidelines are based on 100%, 125%, and sometimes 150% of the poverty level. So in order to meet the financial guidelines for the purposes of the I-134, the U.S. citizen petitioner must make at least 100% or greater than the poverty guideline level based on their household size. So for example, the chart will include both your household size and the amount of money that is at 100% of the guideline. So as it stands today, let's say your household size would be yourself, the U.S. citizen petitioner, your K-1 visa fiance, and let's say you have a child together as well. That would be 3 household members. And right now, under the poverty guidelines, you would need to make at least $25,820 for the year. So the chart is available online. And when you're filling out the I-134 and looking at the poverty guideline levels, as long as you are making over the 100% amount for your household size, you are fine. There will not be an issue, and most likely the consular officer reviewing the case will take that all into consideration and presumably, if everything else is up to par, will approve your fiance's visa petition. So that's it. That is the form I-134, the Declaration of Financial Support, and how to know if you make enough money to financially support your fiance. If you like this video and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and I'll keep making them.